Three, two, one. La da 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 da. I have no idea if it was at the same time, but I guess we'll find out.
It's not. That's even funnier.
All right, here we are.
Back again.
So how was your day today? Let's start there.
uh, really boring.
Nothing interesting happened.
No, I was just saying to my mom earlier, like, I was working and literally it was the most uneventful day ever.
Damn,
Nothing happened.
my life on a
I
daily. Why don't I tell you about my date last night?
Okay.
Let's just start there since we're talking about our days.
All right, sounds
So,
good. I'm really interested to hear about this.
okay, so yesterday I went on a pizza date with a boy from Bumble because I don't know how to go out and meet real people.
That's fine.
So,
It's the 21st century.
right. So,
Utilize.
he was really cool. I realized he's younger than me. I'm 20, he's 18. So, I'm like,
Oh my,
ooh.
I feel like I didn't realize you were 20 until right now.
Wow. I know I'm like a whole fucking 20-year-old. Like, okay, I guess. But
And he's 18.
he's 18. He's in his first semester of college. And he's cute. And so we went for pizza and we were just talking and it was real cool. We talked a lot about music. We're into the same music. He has really good taste in music.
Like what?
Like Frank Ocean and Mac
Yeah.
Miller, R.I.P.
Eh, I
So
was thinking about him again today.
I think about him every day.
Me too.
I told him about No Name. No Name's my
Uh-huh.
favorite rapper. And he's like, oh, okay, I think I've heard her on features and stuff. And then the pizza place started closing, so we were like, oh, what do we do now? And he was like, well, we could go like hang out in my car. So I was like, all right, we're gonna hang out in your car and listen to No Name. So I put on No
Okay.
Name. Yeah, and he was fucking with it. He's like, yeah, I like this. And I'm like, you know what? I wish I was high right now. Stupid. Because when I get high, I get really anxious. It's like, I don't like smoking with people I don't know. I don't like doing none of that. But I was like, hey, you want to smoke a J and listen to this? And he was like, yeah. So I got a J from my house. And we were sitting smoking, listening to it. And then I got high as hell. Because I get high way faster than most people do. So I'm sitting there mad quiet. He's like, you're mad quiet. I was like, I know. um, so
It just feel like that.
it was a little weird because I was just like smacked off my face, and then we go back because I left my car at the parking lot, so we go back to the parking lot, and we're done listening to No Name, and then I was like, I think I should get going now. I'm like trying to end this while smacked. I'm like, I think I gotta go. He's like, okay, you're leaving? And I was like, yeah.
You
He's
just
like,
inching towards your house, like
right.
going
And
now.
so he like takes his hand and like puts it under my chin. And I'm like, oh, we're gonna kiss. It's happening. And then we kissed. And then, I don't know what happened, but I was just like, okay. And he was like, oh, did I like do something wrong? And I was like, I just, I didn't expect to like kiss. Or he was like, oh,
I just picture you being like high as hell trying to like explain yourself.
because like what was really going on is that like I really didn't want to kiss him just because like I don't really know what I want right now.
Yeah.
All I really want to do is like get to know people. Like I just kind of wanted to hang out with this guy.
Yeah, you're not trying to start anything.
I didn't really want to start anything in that moment, especially while I'm smacked as fuck. Like I just can't handle anything right now. So
Hilarious.
he was like, "I'm sorry, did I make you uncomfortable?" I was like, "It's fine, I'm just smacked." I'm like,
At least he wasn't like, take this D.
"Oh my god." No, he was really really nice. And he was like, "I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable." I'm like, "It's totally cool. I just like I just want to take things slow, like whatever. Um, I wonder if he's gonna listen to this. I told him.
Yo,
I told
thinking
him
about
about it.
that.
I told him about the podcast. But like whatever. I'm not saying anything that I couldn't just say to him.
I feel like we're probably gonna be like really honest all the time and just like say whatever, 'cause like how we usually talk to each other.
Yeah, I was thinking about that and it's gonna make me like I'm already pretty honest person. Like I kind of just say what's on my mind and it's for
Yeah.
this reason because I'm going to say things on this podcast and I'm going to be honest and
Yeah. And you don't want that, you don't want like that to get back to someone and then be like, what the
and
hell?
that's not going to happen. I'm going to make sure that's not going to happen. Like so I'm
Yeah,
going
I
to
was
be
thinking about
honest
the same,
in
no.
yeah, I'm going to be honest in every way. Yeah, so that ended like really awkwardly. um and then tonight I'm going on another date. It's kind of
Okay.
like wild because we're going on a date at midnight.
Oh my God,
um,
so romantic.
right. What happened is I was walking around campus and I saw this cute, tall, dark-skinned man and I was like, "Oh, he's cute." Like I didn't really say anything to him. I just like noticed him and I was like, "He's cute." And then later on that day, I was on Bumble, the app, and I was scrolling through, and then he came up, and I was like, oh my god, it's like meant to be. So I swiped right, and he swiped right on me, and then we started talking. So now he like works a lot, and he goes to school just like I do. So he was like, I'm free after 12 on Monday.
That's like the weirdest coincidence because those are like your hours.
Yeah, he has the same hours as me. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, let's go on a diner date because diners are 24 hours.
Fucking love
Let's go on a
dying.
diner date. So that's happening, and I actually saw him today. Like, I was in the library doing some homework, and he was like, "I'm on my way to class, but I'm gonna stop by and see you." So I was like, "Okay." So we actually talked face to face, and he's really cool. He's an interesting dude. So that's my stories. My really awkward date. I'll let you know if
Yeah, I'm
the date tonight
interested.
goes
Is there gonna
awkward.
be date number two?
What?
Is there gonna be a date number two
I
with
want there to be a yeah, I want there to be a date number two, but like I don't want to feel pressured to kiss him or anything like that. Like
Yeah,
I just really want to get to know someone. Like
no, I feel that.
I'm trying to
Let's just be humans first.
yeah, let's just chill. Let's become acquainted. You know, let's be more comfortable with each other. And then yeah, I hope he doesn't I hope the guy I'm seeing tonight doesn't try to kiss me. I almost said his name.
I like almost said his name at the top of your story because I love his name.
He has a nice name. I like his name.
Just like like I won't give any details about why I love it, but I think we've discussed it.
We might have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope he doesn't try to kiss me because I'm just like not in that mood. Like I just want to get to know someone. Like
Maybe you can say that.
I think I should say that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Might as well be upfront about it.
would it be weird if I told him about my date last night as a way to tell him I don't
I
want
mean,
to?
if he listens to this, he's gonna know he's man number two.
Okay, true. There is no order.
No,
Okay,
there
let's
really
make that
isn't.
clear to the
It
men
was just
listening to this that I'm
it was
dating.
just a calendar.
You were talking about how people are hating on what is it, Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish, man. I saw this tweet. It was basically like, I don't know if you've seen that video of her with the microphone coming
I
down from,
have.
and she's singing like one of her songs live, and like it's just like right there. It's such a good video. Like,
I was listening to it and I was like, damn, girl. Like,
I know. Like, I think we can all agree, we being me and you, that it was good and she sounded good. I saw someone quote that tweet and they were like, damn, y'all still be listening to artists like this or something like that. And then
what?
like I was just like, bro, what? Like, okay, I get it because it's like, that whole like Like, you know that Vine that's like, welcome to my kitchen. We have bananas
Yes.
and avocados. Like it's kind of like she kind of has that sound to her.
But no, she's really talented.
Yeah, like, and I'll probably get into why I feel like she's different than that in a minute. But so I clicked on that tweet and I'm trying to like figure out why this girl is being a hater right now. Like, first of all, let people listen to whatever the fuck they want to listen to. Like, first of all, and then people were like, like replying to her like, what's the big deal? Like, she's talented. And this girl is like, no, she has no talent. She sucks, and like just saying all this shit. I'm obviously getting it wrong. Like, that's the gist of it.
Yeah.
I'm just confused. I want to unravel this.
Why are people like, it's clear that she's a talented person. Like, she has an amazing voice, and her voice, I don't think, is very much like that whole angsty.
Like ukulele girl. No,
Yeah.
no offense.
No,
I'm
I was
sorry.
just gonna say, that's so funny because I literally feel like I sound like that. Like, I'm that angsty ukulele girl. Like,
I don't think it's angsty, but it's just like a very specific sound. The whole ukulele sound. Like, it's if you're singing with that instrument, I feel like most people that sing with that instrument have this like certain sound to
yeah,
them.
you kind of have
Like,
to.
yeah, and like that's nothing against people that play the ukulele. It just be like that.
I'm gonna play one of my songs, and I need people to comment if I have that angsty sound or not.
Yeah, we have to get into this.
I'm starting to realize that I don't like the way my song sounds on ukulele, and it fucking pisses me off because I don't know how to play anything else. Alright, y'all. I'm gonna do this song. You guys have to tell me if I have that angsty ukulele sound that.
If anyone is mean to Amanda, I will find you and I will cut your head off. She's good.
Anyway, on the other hand, I'm open to criticism. It's totally fine. I won't let Sean kill you.
She doesn't have a choice in this. I will kill you.
Alright, anyway. Here's Wonderwall. Alright. Monday afternoon on my way to school. Can't get up in the morning cause I'm a damn fool. Wake up late, poppin' natty so I can make moves. Stay up late, overthinking I ain't knows. I hate snooze before I stop, can't let the grades drop. Breakfast not high, feet to educate, avoid the cops. And you know this really got me thinking. I don't spend enough time celebrating. I'm what you call impeccable. Get your sugar, taste like an edible. Ride a wave if I don't like the tempo. I don't care if I ain't get the memo. Oh, you don't know my credentials. If I want it, I get it, that's evidential. If I say I succeeded, then I'm successful. Just wanna influence good intent on my people. Oh. I think I have that sound. I have that angsty ukulele sound.
I mean, like I said, in my opinion, I feel like it's the instrument. Because
It is.
I've heard you sing it to a beat. I don't know if you remember that.
I do. That was a while ago, yeah.
Yeah, and like it sounds different, and I feel like you sound different.
That's why I wish I don't like that song on ukulele. I would like to have a beat behind it. If any of y'all know how to make beats, hit me up.
Dead ass.
We can make some music together because I'm tired of this fucking ukulele shit. I really am. But yeah.
Man.
No, Billie Eilish?
Yeah, Eilish. Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish? I love her.
um,
I only have one song by her on my phone, but like I've been meaning to get into her because I really fuck with her sound.
which song do you have?
Broken Bitches Hearts.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
That's a good
I don't
song.
think that's on her album. She has her, I think it's like an EP that she has out or something. It's called "Don't Smile at Me." Billie Eilish plug.
Thanks for my dose.
But But that song that she was performing in that video in particular, I really like that song. It's called I Don't Want to Be You Anymore. So in that song in particular, she's talking about like basically hating herself.
Oh shit.
Like that's basically what the song is about. And someone was like, "Oh, she has like no life to her voice, like and that's why she sucks. Like she doesn't have range or anything." And I agreed with someone that replied to that. And they were like, "Well, I think that's what she's going for. This is a song about
Yeah.
hating yourself. Like I don't know if you should really be like belting it, you know, like
Right. That's like how I remember listening to Frank Ocean's Blonded album, and like in a lot of that album, he would have like little things in the background like 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 of him like it sounds like he's like crying or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like really sad like background.
Yeah, it's just it sounds like him just like sucking it up.
Yeah, and like I remember like someone was like, I wish he didn't do that. Like there's no reason for that. But like there is like that's like
It's art at the end of the day.
yeah, it's a sad song. Like he's kind of showing his emotion through like these weird offbeat sounds.
Yeah. And like that's what I feel like Billie Eilish is like it's not just her voice because she's got this look to her and like she was a dancer first. She's got visuals. Like it's kind of the same thing. It's not just her voice that makes her talented. It's like she's got
Yeah.
this whole image and like it's art. Like she's really like making something.
Right.
And it's the same thing with Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
So like moral of the story is keep your fucking mouth shut about Billie Eilish.
Yes. Like you're just a hater. What are you hating for?
I seriously think it's because people are jealous of her because she's like what 16.
She's 16.
She's
I'm
fucking
jealous of her.
me too. And like
Ah.
I admit it, but like I don't know if I know when she put out her first song, she was 14, and that song is really good.
Wow, that's really crazy.
Ocean Eyes, that's a really good song. I like know way too much about her. I could talk about her all day.
I like her. She's cute.
She was born in 2001.
That's like so fucking crazy to me.
Yeah, I just looked that up. I mean, I was born in 99. That's like 2 years later, but like.
Even so, just hearing the year 2000 something is like fucking wild.
I think people are just mad because she's successful really young. And that's that on that.
Today is International Men's Day.
That's a fact.
Alright, let's get talking about this.
Yeah, I want to get into this because you're doing this for your genders club.
Yeah, this is gonna help me actually, I think.
Yeah. I was
Um,
thinking about that today. I was thinking about you.
aw. At least someone was thinking about it today because I was avoiding it. So I am president of the Genders Alliance Club at school at my college, and my professor asked me to come up with a topic and present it at the next meeting. So I chose to talk about toxic masculinity and how men are raised to be quote unquote masculine, and how it affects them and how they have to kind of repress their emotions. They're kind of taught to repress their emotions a lot. I specifically wanted to discuss like how many men don't report their rape incidents.
Yeah. Or like any kind of sexual assault.
Yeah, and it's because they're looked at as if they do report it, then it was like, oh well, how'd you let that happen? Why didn't you just
Yeah.
beat the shit out of them? Like,
It's like they have to be strong about it, or even in another sense, like if it's something sexual, like that's like they won, like that's a prize,
right?
you know. Like it's not looked at as something that's a problem. It's like, well, good for you. You got it, you know?
Yeah. And also, like, I wanted to talk about their mental health because, again, like, they're not taught to, like, express their emotions. So there are so many men out there that have mental illnesses, but they're taught to like suck it up and, you know, deal with it like a man.
Yeah.
And so a lot of them don't go to seek the help that they need. And I'm going to look up statistics right now because that's what I really should have been doing. According to National Sexual Violence Resource Center, 1 in 71 men will be raped at some point in their lives. 20.8% heterosexual men reported sexual violence. 91% of victims of rape and sexual assault are female, 9% are male. I feel like this is not right. Or this is old.
That seems really low.
Yeah. 35% of men report significant short-term or long-term impacts, such as post-traumatic stress disorder. 35% of men report versus 81% of women. Now, I just want to say I got that from National Sexual Violence Resource Center. I don't know how old this is. I don't know if it's changed. Before I do my presentation at the club, I'm gonna like verify that more. And even with those numbers, like, it's still crazy. Like, only 35% report.
Yeah, that's still too many.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
Yeah. And I really want to get, like, I'm trying to get men to come to this meeting. I feel like a lot of men don't have interest in a gender alliance club.
It probably sounds too close to feminism for them.
Right. And
which is
like
scary to a lot of men.
Right. And it's like, it's not, it's genders. And that's why I want to talk about men, because I want to get interests of men. And I'm a woman speaking about men, and I want to get men's opinion.
Right, yeah.
This.
So like you have to like talk for like 10 minutes, right?
Something like that. She said, I was really anxious about it, but I spoke to her and she was like, just do whatever you're comfortable with. So I'm just gonna do whatever I'm comfortable with. I'm gonna try to start like class discussion, so I'm not like just talking. So
yeah. Well, like I said, I was in like a philosophy club, and that's kind of what we did. Like someone would like present the topic, kind of like do a little spiel, give some facts.
Yeah.
And then it would be like open discussion.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to just get statistics and then just be like, all right, what do y'all think about that? Like,
yeah.
Happy Men's Day. I hope you're all reporting your rapes.
I hope that
I hope you're not getting raped.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I hope you're not getting raped, and I hope that if you are, you're reporting it with dignity.
And getting help. It's okay. I mean, it happens, you know? Like,
yeah. And if
it's so crazy.
And if you're dealing with a mental illness, go see someone, because you will end up projecting it on someone else, or you'll end up just hurting yourself. And that's
like
trash.
The best thing to do is talk to someone, to anyone, even if you don't have access to a professional, like talk to someone.
And if you really feel like you can't talk to someone, write it down. Like I always felt like that helps me. Like if I have like an issue where I just don't want to talk to anyone about it, like just write it down and it'll really feel like the weight has been lifted off your shoulder.
And that goes for anyone.
Yes. Just take care of yourselves.
Yeah. Welcome back to the therapy hour.
Right. But yes.
Let's
end that with just saying take care of yourselves. You are the only person you have. So you want to talk about Boy Erased?
Oh, you know what's so weird is I was gonna okay, good transition. Another thing that I've kind of, I don't know if I'm gonna word this correctly, but I notice a lot having to do with men and masculinity. This whole idea that men can't be physical with each other in a way.
Yeah.
When I was in school, in middle school specifically, we had to there was like this rule after a while that like people couldn't hold hands in the hallway because
What?
yeah. And I don't really remember. I could be getting this really wrong, but I feel like I remember someone saying it was like, oh, a lot of guys were holding hands, but like in my school, us girls were like, you hold hands like everywhere you go. Like I always held hands with my friends.
Right.
It's just like so weird to me how like there's like this stigma around men like being physical with each other and like loving each other.
Yeah, it's so weird. And that's funny that you bring that up because, like, in my genders class, um, we were first talking about how women are sexualized, like, in advertisements. And, like, we would talk about how, like, in women's advertisements, like, let's say for underwear, they're in their underwear and their arms are around each other and blah, 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 blah. But a man is always, let's say it's an underwear advertisement, he is always alone or he is with a woman. Like, he is
Yeah.
nowhere near another man in his underwear.
So it's like so weird. Like why is it such a big deal? Like one example I'm thinking of is I there are these two baseball players. I don't know their names. But they have like a bromance and like they're very physical, like they hug each other, they cuddle, and there's like lots of like videos of them like just being like cuddly with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And comments on those videos are so disgusting. People are like, oh hell no, I would not be touching my homie like that, like shit like
Oh my
that.
god. It's not that big of a deal. I feel like it's as odd as it sounds, it's to me, I see it more masculine when you can be a little feminine. Because
Yeah,
that just shows that you are content with your masculinity.
yeah, you're like comfortable with yourself.
When I see men who are like, oh, don't touch me, bro, no homo, like, to me, it seems like you're hiding something. Like, you're a little ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, you kind of need to like figure yourself out a little bit, probably.
Right. Like, if a man can paint his nails or just like joke around with his friends and blah 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 blah, like he knows who he is and he knows his masculinity.
And it's like you don't have to like paint your nails or anything,
No.
but just you can be comfortable around your friends. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, it's
And
fucking weird to me.
it's like I don't get it. Like people take the silliest things way too seriously.
To transition that into Boy Erased,
Mhm.
this is um, a book that I'm reading. I almost finished it today. It's about this is a true story about this guy that grew up. His dad was like a pastor, but he went to conversion therapy because his parents found out he was gay. And it's like so it's so weird to like read it. Like I've never went to conversion therapy camp, but some of the things he's like talking about, I'm like I can relate to it,
Yeah.
which is like the weirdest thing for me at the end of it. And it's so funny because well, it's not funny. Nothing about it is funny.
This is not a funny topic.
This is serious. Um, he's like talking about being in conversion therapy and like fighting with himself, and it's like so clearly not working because as he's talking about like them trying to like fix him in quotations, he's talking about how he has a crush on another guy in the conversion therapy camp.
That's
Like,
crazy.
I know, yeah. It's just like so I don't it's crazy that people would like want to put their kids through that because he was forced into it.
Some people just don't give a fuck about their kids and they
Yeah,
just care about how others view them.
yeah. I think I misspoke a little bit because he wasn't like completely forced into it, but he was given like an ultimatum.
Oh,
Yeah. So like he was like 19, I think. So he was like an adult, but it was like if you don't do this, like you can't be in our family.
yeah, that's fucked.
Just to clarify.
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
And conversion therapy, like, still exists.
Yeah, no, this story took place in 2004.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Like he's talking about how he would play video games and there are video games that like my brother plays. He's 14. Like the same shit.
That's fucking wild. I just don't understand these people who are against all of these irrelevant things. Like if you if you don't agree with gay people being together, don't be in a gay relationship. If you are against abortions, don't get an abortion. Like I
Yeah,
understand how it comes into your life when it ends up being like your kid, but
that's your kid.
you have to love your kid.
Yeah.
And if they feel so strongly about this, then it's a part of who they are.
Yeah, and maybe like educating like a lot of the time people are so uneducated and they're just like,
Mhm.
they just blindly follow things and that goes for like all kinds of people. I feel like everyone like blindly follows something. Boy Erased is also a movie that just came out.
You gonna
Shame.
go see it?
Probably not because I never go to the movies.
I hear that going to the movies alone is a really good experience. I think I would like it. I'm gonna try it soon. I'm gonna go see. Is The Hate U Give still in theaters? I'm about to go see that by myself. Why did you put Bill Clinton Monica Lewinsky scandal? What's going on with that?
My mom made me watch this thing last night about this thing that happened. I like knew about it, like because of Hillary, everyone was like, "Oh, Bill Clinton, like he had an affair or whatever." How much do you know about this?
I don't know too much. I know that he had an affair and then he was gonna get impeached, but he ended up just resigning.
Yeah, I like didn't really watch the whole thing, and I really don't know about that much about it. But as I was watching it, like it was basically this documentary about the whole thing. Like Monica Lewinsky is the girl he had an affair with, and she like worked in the White House, I guess. But I was just like they were telling this like it was like this crazy story, like something so scandalous, and I'm just like, why is this a big deal? Like, don't get me wrong, he cheated on his wife or whatever, like he's the
Yeah.
president. But like she's like telling it and she was like, "Oh, like yeah, like I had a crush on him." Like that's how she describes it. She's like a grown woman and she's like, "I had a crush on him." Like
Okay.
I'm just like confused because I'm like, okay, but like Trump is like known to like he's gotten prostitutes before
And
and
it's
like
not a big
it's
deal.
like not a big deal, but they have like whole ass documentaries about this.
It's so weird. I
I
don't.
feel like other presidents have definitely done that.
Possibly.
I was just so confused about why it was so public and why it's like such a big deal. Like she was getting like this woman and she just seems so normal. She just like had an affair with the president. I'm like
Fuck.
I mean, I guess do you. Sorry, Hillary.
I guess it was such a big deal because I can't tell you why it's not a big deal that Trump cheated on his wife. Because I feel like it should be.
Yeah.
Because I feel
Oh
like it.
yeah. I'm not trying to say that it shouldn't have been a big deal. I'm just
Yeah.
wondering what that one specifically
Right.
was.
I guess it was such a big deal because it's like you see these two people in the White House, these two married people. Now the first lady is being cheated on. Like shit. Like how do we look at America now? Like how
And
do
like right there, like in the White House, because she said she had a whole ass map, and she was like, "Yeah, we did it in this room."
That's why I think it was such a big deal is because it was happened in the White House, which means that security was letting her in. Security knew what was going on and
Yeah,
security
I
was
mean,
allowing it.
she she said that she had this like certain pass so that she could like I guess there are different like when you go to a concert you have like certain different passes.
Mhm.
It's kind of like that in the White House, I guess. So she had this certain one so she could like go to the president's office and stuff. And she said that he would be like, meet me in the back study in 10 minutes. Like, and then she would just go there. I'm also thinking maybe like she's so public about it. Like she's doing these documentaries and like going in detail about like what happened. So like media is probably just like eating it up and like they have been.
Yeah. It's a weird situation.
Just thought that was interesting.
Wow, we went through all of our topics.
Except one.
What?
Zombies.
I didn't see that on there.
It's a Twitter moment.
Oh. So let me see this, because I don't know what you're talking about. The U.S. military actually has a plan for the zombie apocalypse. So what's the plan?
I don't know. It's like this whole thing that I like didn't feel like reading.
No, that's like interesting, though.
Yeah. Invasion would follow a zombie infection. The goals, therefore, must be protect the uninfected population and eliminate the undead hordes.
I think it's interesting that we have a plan for the zombie apocalypse, but we don't have a plan for global warming.
Like, okay,
like the
so
thing that's actually gonna happen
is more likely than climate change now.
What's our plan for global warming, America?
What's our plan for the Earth fucking dying?
Volcanoes, like, are gonna start erupting and shit, and, like, fucking mountains are gonna fall out of the sky. I don't fucking know. I don't know much about this shit, but I know it's bad.
Also, I have always had a huge problem with zombies because they're fucking slow. Just run.
There's no way they could possibly be fast. They're dead.
They're fucking... First of all, they're fucking dead. Like, I just don't think that anyone is gonna come back to life as a zombie.
And, like, if they did, like, they have to be weak as fuck. Like, they're dead. Their body is decomposing.
Yeah. And I feel like... Okay, I am not a scientist, but I feel like if you died, like, if you come back to life, you're probably not going to be fucking mobile. You're probably just going to be, like, in your head, like...
Yeah, that's another thing. It's like your brain has to be shut down. Yo.
Like...
What the fuck, America? Global warming. Global warming, bitch.
I never fuck with the idea of zombies because it's just not... It just doesn't make fucking sense.
It doesn't make sense.
You know what does make sense? Climate change.
Correct.
It's happening.
As we speak, and we have no plan for that, bitches. Thank you for listening to our podcast.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
I hope this one was better than the last. The next one will be better than this one.
Yeah.
We will only get better. What?
I just, like, don't even care because I like talking to you.
Right, like, we don't give a fuck if you like it or not. Comment and tell me if I have that weird angsty voice.
Like and subscribe.
Right.
Right.
This will be the first one, hopefully, that'll go on YouTube. So, we should be available on YouTube, iTunes, and podbean.com.
Right.
And...
follow us, right? That's what people say. Follow us.
I don't know. Just listen to our next one, too. Alright, later, Gators.